2020, next year, New Year's, or now until 2051.371 years, right? Like, what are we just going to think about a New Year's resolution, or are we going to think about what we're going to do for the next 31.371 years, right? I mean, come on, people. This doesn't cut it anymore. So I know I'm speaking to the converted, but honest to God, we need to be in this camp, and here's how we're going to do it. I'm just going to fling this at you. I'm going to read it from my computer, a little rough and ready, just coming back from the woods and a run and all my usual morning palaver. I just want to read this. Bear with me here, okay? You can tune out at any point in time, but I want you to think that 2020 is not going to cut it. 1 year new resolution, which goes down to January, which goes down to a couple of days, and the next thing you know, your commitments are gone, and the gym, you're not going to the gym, or you're not going to whatever, the beauty parlor anymore. So let's think clearly, people. Let's think long term. The numbers doesn't matter. You know that. So let's not be fooled by, okay, New Year's, we can get a June gym pass and da-da-da-da-da. This is not it. Who do you want to be, right, for the next 31.137 years? Who do you need to be in the village? That's the question you want to decide today to live into. Not New Year's, for one moment, and then for maybe a week or 2 or 3 weeks, even a couple of months. No. You need to decide now that you're going to you're going to internalize this and live into this declaration of who you really want to be in this village, right? In your village, to you, to your families. And here's some marching orders or some inspiration or what have you. So here, let me fling it at you, okay? You are carrying a warehouse full of cargo to be delivered, right? Imagine that, in here. It's precious cargo, no kidding. Its value is worth billions, especially right now, but you would give this away for free if you knew how to do it. Right? It needs delivering. It needs distribution. FedEx will help, but you are the main delivery system. This whole body, mind, soul system is that. Your family will be so grateful that you finally said yes to answering this call. 2020 was when you started, despite some doubt, confusion, challenges of not understanding the full value and scope of this cargo that you're carrying, this precious, precious cargo. Now is the time, here is the place. Everything has aligned for this moment. You have to decide that. The cargo first needs to be unpacked, seen, experienced, so you get a sense of how valuable it is, right? Fair enough. How do you know, how could you possibly deliver something if it didn't have a lot of value? It needs to have a value of like an 8, 9, 23 out of 10, right? The cargo needs to be unpacked. That's what we just said. The cargo is a treasure so desperately needed. You have to understand this, people, in your family, in this world, and at this time and place. The circumstances of your life right now are perfect. I don't care what situation you're in. I'm just saying this out loud. I want to challenge you. This cargo is a rare form of deep beauty that hasn't been seen in these parts of the world for many years, centuries, in fact. This deep beauty of cargo that you are carrying is probably a book, an entrepreneurial side hustle, a noble project, a full-time entrepreneurial project, not a side hustle at all, a call that you know full well needs to be answered as soon as possible, but at least before you die. In the next 37.1 years, you are going to work your ASS off, living into who you have always wanted to be in your village, while delivering and distributing this deep beauty of your to your family, your work, your village, etc., etc. Are you getting the picture here? There will be many obstacles, severe challenges, long nights, painful and glorious moments of beauty and terror, joy and sorrow, love and fear. One obstacle might be that you're not 100% sure of what your cargo is, let alone how to deliver it, right? Come on, people. This is the oldest excuse on the planet. You don't know 100% what Hawaii is, and you still go there. You have a pretty good idea. You need enough of an idea to get going in a certain direction, right? I know you're hearing me, okay. Part of this yes to deliver your cargo is to discover who, what, why, when, and where, and how long along the way. You've got to discover your voice along the way. You think, okay, I got to get my voice, I got to get clear. How's that working for you, folks, right? We've got to step in as if we are going to discover this voice and this map and this compass and everything else that we need along the way. To your last breath, you will be discovering new ways to fully express and deliver this cargo. Trust me, it keeps unfolding, becoming, more fully expressed, whether it's a book. It might be 10 books in you. There might be 200 books in you. Deepak, I think, is up around 80, 90, and he just started, right? I mean, this is what we all have to do. Gretzky had a lot of goals in him. He just had to get started, right? So, yeah, you're getting the picture. A lot of your existing world will change too, but for the better. I wrote down for the brayer. I don't know what that means. And for something so precious, deep, loving, resilient, that it is worth dying for. You're not going to die, trust me. You're going to feel like you're dying because you're giving up a lot of stuff. You're actually going to live for. That's what that really means. You will end your life with zero regret if you say yes to delivering this cargo to deep fulfillment, as precious and fierce as it is, to your people, right? Right now, your peeps are getting into a long line. This is what you have to see. A long line to purchase the ticket to see, hear, and experience your delivering of this deep beauty, this cargo, this treasure. Right? They're already buying tickets. That's what you have to imagine. Whether you put on this performance or this book, or you start this project, or you step into entrepreneurship, and it takes you 5 years, 10 years, it doesn't matter. People are buying tickets. Trust me on that. The first step is to decide now. 2020 is the time. In fact, it's this. We need to decide now that the next 30 years is the time. And if you're brutally honest, there will never be a better time, never a better place or circumstances for you to live into the fullness and fulfillment of this call, this entrepreneurial business, this creative expression, this noble project. Are you getting the picture? I'm ranting now. I'm preaching, right? P.S. This is the one thing that you must do in your lifetime that no one else can do. But if you don't do this one thing, your regret will be a 9 out of 10 at the end of your life. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. So here's what I want you to do. First, you need to decide that, yes, you know what, we're leaning in for the next 30 years. And I'm going to deliver this precious but gritty and resilient and deep and beautiful and outrageously delicious cargo that you've got inside of you. Or you're going to do two. You're going to buy my MLD book to take you through a process of getting clear about what this cargo is in the first place. That's simple. There's like 14 different tools. You're just going to use it as a workbook. It is a workbook. It's going to ask you lots of questions. You're going to work it through. There's not going to be a question unanswered in that thing by the time you're finished. You could do this now. You could do this in the new year. Whatever you want to do. I want to say now, all the way until 2051.371. Those numbers, they don't matter, but you do need to live it. That's what matters. Or 3, sign up for my mentoring package on my website, and I'll challenge you. I will challenge you. I'm like a pit bull with this stuff. Not only will we get what this cargo is, we will get you into a delivery system, and we will start to light a fire under you that if it takes 9 months, you know what 9 months does for an embryo? 40 early mornings are going to do for your gradual growing wholeness. You're going to become pregnant, and you're going to deliver, and you're going to get stitched up afterwards if you need to, and you're going to swaddle this cargo, and you're going to grow this cargo, and you're going to deliver this cargo. This is deep beauty. This is what the world needs, or we're going to have more plank leadership guiding us. We need you standing into it, people. So happy new 31.371 or 173, doesn't matter. The next 30 years of you living into the full expression of this cargo being delivered. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye for now.